Hi, someone random. Hello, hello. Guys, oh my goodness, hello. Hello. Okay, this is it's a very white, background, isn't it? Okay. However, we're gonna do some, we're gonna do some drawing of, everything that happened. Guys, it's been so long. Hello, hello, hello. I hope you guys have been well. I hope you guys have been really good. I've missed you guys. Hello. Guys, I've missed you guys so much. So much, so much, so much, so much, so much. But we're here now. We're here. If you've seen Discord at all over these past days that I've been gone, I brought up that I was gone because I got hospitalized and very sick. And now we're gonna share what happened. Hi, Revenant. Hello, hello. So I guess we start from the start. So let's move this. I guess it can stay. Okay. I have like never used paint before, but I thought let me get some power deal. But I figured we could attempt to illustrate it a little bit with very poor drawings, cause I ain't an artist. So let's uh let's I don't know what to do there. Okay, so can I zoom in? I can. Okay, so there. It'll be we'll zoom in and then we'll zoom. Yeah, yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, this makes sense. This makes sense. Oh, yay, popcorn. Perfect. Okay. So, it all started. What color do we want? I don't even know. I don't even know what these. Oh, no. No. Why is that so that? No. Why is it so pixely? Do I need to choose a smoother one? Okay, first, before we start the story, let's pick a brush. I don't like any of this. Why is it so jagged? Okay, we're not picking spray paint. Pencil? I'm honestly confused. I'm gonna be real, I thought the brushes were nicer than this. This feels this feels bad. This feels bad. This feels really bad. Okay, what if we just don't do black? Wait, one of these has to be nice. One of Why does it turn so pixely? Okay. 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 Can you tell this is my first time using MS Paint? Or just paint? I don't know. I guess we did that one. Okay. Huh. 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 The bigger the better, Copaige. I don't think that's good advice. You know what? That's fine. If you want thin, then click the pencil. Ooh, I can try. This one is looking nice. Let's try this pencil though. Either one. Hi, Demon goes. Demon, we're picking a utensil real quick. I like the what looks like the little calligraphy pen. Okay. Okay. So, time for stick figures and little interactments. Okay, ready? Okay. Here's us. Stick figure time. That's perfect. This is how it's gonna be going. No notification in Discord, Sag. Listen, I don't know why it's doing that. I've been gone. It just hates me. Okay. So, this is us. Wow, look at us. Look, we just woke up. Oh man. Oh, so happy. So happy, so good. Okay. We woke up. Do 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 do. Uh-oh. We feel sick. We are now sad. And wait, how do I draw someone crouched over? Nope. Guys, I'm not an artist. This is the drawings. This is how the whole story is gonna be. Okay, we our stomach hurts. Ow. There, look, we're holding our stomach. Oh man. Okay, so we go to the ER. Okay, right? And they run a bunch of tests. Test. Okay, wait, what do we zoom in? No, never mind. Never mind. Okay, so they're running tests. Because I tell Kaz, I'm like, Kaz, my stomach hurts. We gotta go to the ER. So they run a bunch of tests. Then they find, get this, nothing. Nothing. Nothing's wrong with me. They're like, nothing. So this happened a while ago. So I get up, I feel really sick. Super sick. I haven't been to the ER in 5 years. 5 years. The last time I went to the ER, I stepped on a nail. So I haven't been to the ER in 5 years. So I go to the ER for the first time. And I feel really sick. Like my stomach hurts. I'm unwell. I've been a little unwell, like feeling kind of down for the past few months. Like really like shortness of breath. You can tell through I'm sure some of my VODs or something where I'll be like, "Okay, I'm going to go get water," and I come back and I'm out of breath. And that's not normal for me. Um, Here, I'll finish writing breath. This is really hard to do with an MMO mouse. Okay, so for the past few months, everything I've done, I'll like come back and I'll be like, and I'll have like sprinted with the cats for a few minutes, played games with them, and I'll just suddenly feel very, very out of breath. And I was like, this isn't normal, but like I don't know what it is. And I've been feeling really tired and I've been sleeping a lot, like a lot for the past few months. So when I started feeling really sick, like my stomach started hurting, everything kind of sucked, I went to the ER because I was like, something's not right. Something's not right. I don't know what it is. So we go to the ER. They find nothing. They send me home with antibiotics because they're like, maybe you have an infection. I got this. Infection. They're like, get this. Nothing shows that you have an infection. Nothing shows that you have an infection. They're like, you don't have a raised white blood cell count. This is really hard on an MMO mouse. I feel really bad. White blood cell count. They're like, they did a CT scan of my stomach and found nothing. They're like, no internal bleeding, no nothing. Um, and so they just sent me home. They sent me home with nothing. Well, no, I lied. They sent me home, said I probably had an infection, didn't find anything. They sent me home with antibiotics. So I was given antibiotics. There you go. Okay. So now Kit is at home. Kit has antibiotics. Let's zoom it really far in and go down here so we have more space. Kit's home. Kit has antibiotics. Cat took care of me. All good. Now get this. 2 days. Why does it switch? Okay. I don't know why it went that way. Two. It's weird. Why is it doing that? Why does it auto? Why? Okay. We just did this and it didn't. Oh, because I'm zoomed in. I'm zoomed in now. That's why it looks worse. Oh. Oh, I'm pixelated because I zoomed in. I don't care. Okay. 2 days go by. 2 days go by. This is why we zoomed out. Okay. 2 days go by. I've missed you. Thanks. I've missed you guys. Okay, so 2 days go by. And I wake up. Look at me. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Here's me again. And I'm like, yawn. And I wake up. Here's me, waking up. I go, doop a doop a doop a doo about my day. Just kidding. I don't get to start my day. I get up. I go into the bathroom. Here's the bathroom. Here's a toilet. Here's the sink. I go into the bathroom. Boop, 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 boop. I stand at the counter. There's me standing at the sink. Okay. I feel like I'm gonna pass out. Just straight up gonna pass out. I don't know why. I don't know what's happening, but I suddenly feel super crazy lightheaded. I feel so sick. I feel lightheaded. I feel dizzy. I feel nauseous. I feel like I can't see straight, like I'm gonna pass out. Like at any second, I'm gonna fall on this floor. So I quickly, as fast as my little legs can carry me, go out of the bathroom, and here's our bed. Here's our bed in our bedroom. I flop right on the bed. Flop. Face down on bed, pass out. That's what happens. I am now passed out. I got up, felt sick, felt nauseous, dizzy. I passed out on bed. I don't know how long went by. The little clock? Don't know how long it was. Could have been an hour, could have been 2 minutes. I don't know. I didn't check my phone when I first woke up. And so when I got up, I didn't know. I had no idea what time it was. So I go downstairs because now I'm up and I'm off the bed. So I go downstairs. Here's the stairs. Doop a doop a doop a doo. Boop 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 boop. I see Kaz. That's a couch. Okay, here's our TV. I see Kaz on the couch. Now Kaz has been trying to fix his PC because it was blue screening of death. So he has his PC plugged in to the ether cord right next to for the router for internet, connected to the TV. So he's been troubleshooting the PC. Apparently, unbeknownst to me, Kaz has been awake since like 2 a.m. So he's like, "Do you mind continuing to troubleshoot?" I'm standing here. He's like, "Do you mind continuing to troubleshoot my PC while I go to bed?" And I say, "No, I don't mind." I don't mind. Do I tell him that I just passed out upstairs? No, I didn't tell him. Because he looked so tired. Kaz was exhausted. He looked so freaking sleepy. So I didn't tell him that I just passed out upstairs. Instead, I went and I climbed on the couch next to it. And I was like, "Yeah, honey, like I'm sorry you've been up so long. Sorry you couldn't sleep. You should go. You should go. You should sleep, all that stuff." So he's like, "Okay. Like thank you. That means a lot to me." So he gets up and he starts doing stuff in the kitchen. So he walks to the kitchen. While he's in the kitchen, I feel another like wave come on that I'm gonna pass out. Like I feel so sick again. So here's a little chair next to our living room. And I decide to put my head and my forearms on the chair and rest my face in my hands and kneel on the ground like that. So I'm kneeling on the ground on the chair. Kaz comes back, and he's like, "Are you okay?" And I say, "Yes." Now, let me say that all of these decisions right here, these ones right here, bad decisions. Bad choices. One, Kaz loves me, okay? He loves me. Two, I haven't been sick in like ER sick in 5+ years, and now I feel bad. I go to the ER, and now 2 days later I'm feeling even worse. So me not telling him here, here, during any of this span of 20 minutes, bad choice. Bad choice. Should have told him I was feeling sick. I should have. But I don't! Okay. So then, as Kaz is leaving, he's gonna go leave. I think I'm gonna throw up. I think I'm gonna straight up puke and probably pass out. So right now, he's still in the living room. In fact, I've convinced him so much that I am okay because I didn't want to bother him that he's been talking to me. He's been talking to me, I forgot an L, about everything he's done for the past like 6 hours on his PC. Because I care. So I always listen to him. Let's slide over. So he's talking to me. He's telling me about like what he's done in the command window, scanning now, cleaning drive, like clean disk slash like clean now, like all of the commands he's done to help his PC, and running memory errors, all this stuff. And I'm trying to listen while I'm kneeling on the ground with my face and my hands on a chair. Um, and I'm like, yeah, no, I'm just stretching. That's the reason I gave. Anyways, I feel like I'm gonna puke, so I walk with my chair to the bathroom. Here's the bathroom. So it's in the kitchen, past the kitchen to the left. Bathroom. I put the chair here. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. Kaz then is like, okay, seriously, this is a chair. This is a sideways chair, and I don't want to be questioned. I don't want to be questioned about any of these drawings, okay? Here's my chair. So I'm sitting here. I'm not drawing me, okay? I'm not doing it. Here I'm sitting. And then Kaz is like, okay, what's wrong? Seriously, like, you have to tell me. So I'm like, okay. I feel really sick. Like, horribly sick. And the key word I said was, I may have sepsis. I don't know how to spell sepsis. Sepsis? Is there a T in there? Possible T in there. Sepsis? I don't know. Okay, and here's my only thinking is while he was talking to me on the couch, I was Googling things on my phone, which guess what you should never do? Here's website. You should never Google things when you're sick. But here's why I thought I had sepsis. Is they couldn't find they couldn't find what infection I had earlier, but they gave me antibiotics. So all my little brain was going off of, my little thought cloud, was that I have an infection, possibly. That's what the ER told me. I'm on antibiotics, but I feel worse. So if I feel worse being on antibiotics, maybe I'm getting sepsis. I passed out on the bed completely, no consciousness. Way back here. I feel like I'm gonna throw up and pass out here. Maybe I have sepsis. So Kaz is like, oh my god, why didn't you tell me? Why have you not? Why? 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 It's been like a half hour to an hour. Why haven't you told me any of this? Why haven't you told me you felt sick? And I was like, because you were tired. I wanted you to go to sleep. I cared about you. You were sleepy, you were tired. So Kaz is like, I care about you too. You're supposed to tell me. So he's telling me this, and his whys were very sweet. His whys were they weren't like they were mad because I wasn't like taking care of myself, and I should have been. I should have like just told him. So I'm sitting on the chair, and all I remember is saying bad. He looked at me and he was like, "What's wrong?" And I said, "Bad, bad. Like I'm gonna pass out bad." And I remember him grabbing my arms and lowering me to the kitchen floor. So now I'm laying on the kitchen floor right next to the bathroom. And he says something like, I'm gonna go get dressed. Like, please don't get up. And I pass out. So now I'm on the kitchen floor and I'm passed out. He I'm assuming he told me this, but I was out, so I don't know. He went upstairs. He went. These are stairs. This is him. This is his run. Okay, up the stairs because he is still in PJs. He doesn't have it's like I don't know what time it is, but he's in PJs. So he runs upstairs. He gets dressed. In real life, I need to take my wife to the ER again. Close. He gets dressed. He gets his keys. That's his wallet. He gets a key. So we get that looks like a number one. It's a key, okay? It's the house key. Oh, you guys can't see it. There. It's the house keys, it's his wallet, it's everything he needs to take me to the hospital. I wake up somewhere in him leaving to get everything to leave and to lock up the house and all this stuff and make sure the front door is there. Oh, and he has to bring his PC upstairs. The PC he was working on, way back here on the TV and stuff, he has to bring upstairs because otherwise the cats could knock it over and destroy his PC. So he also has to carry his PC upstairs during this time and just make sure it's secure and all that stuff. Okay, so in this amount of time, some amount of time, I wake up. And now I'm like, I'm gonna throw up. So I manage to make my way to the bathroom. I sink on the floor and I'm just throwing up. I'm throwing up, but I haven't eaten anything in probably 18 hours. So it's so rough. It's liquid and it's just liquid and it's bile and it's just rough. It was one of the hardest throwing up I've ever done. It hurts so much. What is this? This is my trip to why I've been in the hospital and why I'm back now. So we haven't gotten to the hospital yet. Don't worry. Actually, that's a lie. We went to the ER once so far in this story. This is 2 days later. We're now throwing up in the bathroom. So I'm throwing up. Kaz comes downstairs. And apparently, he told me later in the hospital, he was very impressed that I did not throw up just on the ground next to me in the kitchen. He was very impressed. He said he was very, very impressed that I made it to the bathroom and I had thrown up in the toilet. He was telling me in the hospital days later, like when when I asked him like what happened when I was passed out. Because I was actually getting treatment, so I was starting to feel better. So so I threw up. So Kaz is like, we have to bring you to the ER again. We have to. You're right. You've passed out twice now. 2 times. 2 times I've passed out now. That is definitely 2 times. I can't scroll over anymore. Wait. If I drag this? No. Okay, 2 times. Here, I'll write it right below. Okay. 2 times I've passed out. He's like, ER. So we go. Let's go back here. We get in the car. He helps me. Here's our car. Wait, how do you draw cars anymore? Boop, boop, boop. This is such a bad car. Wait a second. Wait a second. I can do this better. How do you draw cars as a kid? Boop. Here's our car. Okay, so he walks me. He holds basically my whole body. And he gets me to the car. He sits me, he opens the side of my door. Very passenger princess style, very loving, very kind. Goes to put me in the car. I trip. I'm so sick and so lightheaded. I trip and I get in the car. I whack my ankle on the side, you know how the cars have the littlest ledge? The littlest tiny ledge to get into a car. I trip on that. I am so fatigued that I cannot pick up my foot that high. So Kaz, very, very strong, very, very, buff, past welder Kaz. Welder man. Picks me up and puts me in the car. So he gets me in the car. All good. He gets me buckled. I told my mom a few days ago that I was sick. So my parents really care about me. They really want to be a part of when I feel unwell, stuff like that. So all I do is while I'm sitting in the car next to Cass is I message my parents. and say, hey, I'm going to the ER again. They said, my mom instantly calls. Instantly, I get a phone call, and I'm like, I don't know why I drew a three. I get a phone call on my little smartphone. Now Kaz is walking over to the other side of the car. He's now gotten in. He got me buckled. I get a phone call. I answer it. Beep boop 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 boop. And she's like, okay, you live like 20 minutes away from a small town ER. Because we live in the middle of nowhere. 20 minutes to a small town ER. 60 minutes to a big time hospital. Is Kaz just gonna bring you to the big time hospital? Knowing that she knows 3 days ago I went to the small town ER, 20 minutes away. And I looked at Kaz and I said, Kaz, I was like, are you bringing me to the hospital? I don't know how he understood me. Probably he could hear my mom through the phone because I could barely hold it up. And he goes, honey, I don't think you'll make it to the hour away hospital. And so, very sick me explains that to my mom, which, that causes pure panic in my mom. That my husband just said, I probably wouldn't make it 60 minutes away. That I'm way too sick. Like, I've passed out twice, I've thrown up, I tripped over part of the car. I probably won't make it. So Kaz drives me quite, I'm assuming fast, to the little ER, the little ER. Which I mean, I grew up in a place where their ER. Still grew up in a small town. Let me get that straight. I grew up in a small town, and my graduating class was like, I want to say under 100. I grew up in a small town. Our ER in my small town was double the size of this ER. So this ER is tiny, tiny. Like this ER is attached to their hospital, and it's small. It is small. So small that when I first went there 3 days ago, I asked Kaz if this was like just a little medical building, and he's like, no. Because I had never been there. Because again, I hadn't been to an ER in 5+ years. And he's like, no, this is their ER and hospital. And I was like, oh. I was like, oh, okay. So that's where we went again, because again, we weren't thinking I was going to make it. So I can't walk into the hospital because in the time of driving, I have like closed my eyes and I basically don't remember getting there at all. So we're at the ER. Kaz goes and gets me a wheelchair. This is our wheelchair, which just looks like a chair. I still don't know what happened. I feel sick and we're getting to the hospital. I'm in the wheelchair. Kaz at this point says, this is the description he gives of me. I say, I don't feel so good. And he says, yeah, you're as white as a polar bear. That's what he tells me. He says, you have zero coloring. You are pale. I am pale. I am a pale person. I don't really tan anymore. I'm pale. Usually my cheeks get flush. Like there's pink undertones to my skin. Apparently, any coloring I did have is gone. It's completely gone. He said my lips were slightly purple, or pale. Like every part of me was just white. So he wheels me to the desk. And then they're like, how can I help you? And he says, the key buzzword, I think she has sepsis. I don't know. I still don't know if that's spelled with a T. I still don't know. And they're like, holy crap! Ah! Panic! And they get me a little bracelet and they put me into a hospital bed. So now that's going to be we're going to spend a long time in this hospital bed. So let's make it. They will put me in an ER bed. You're trying to make, don't try. Okay. So, don't try to make stuff out of the past drawings. It's not gonna help you. So, we are in this hospital room. I'll make it big because we spend a while here. All right, we're in this little ER room. I'm here. I'm on this little bed, this very uncomfy bed. I have a little pulse monitor, BP. They instantly, like, take my pulse, my BP, all this stuff. It is spelled with an S. Okay, so no T. Boop-a-doop. Okay, so I did spell it right. Thanks. Yeah, sepsis is thanks. I'll read the copy and paste. Sepsis is the body's extreme response to an infection. It is life-threatening medical emergency. Yes, I thought I had sepsis. He thought I had sepsis. We get me in. All this stuff. The nurse comes in. She's like, "What's wrong?" And I said, "Bad." And I looked at Cass because I could barely talk. I could barely talk. I was so sick. Kaz explains everything that's happened. Me passing out twice, me throwing up at home, me not being able to like walk, me lightheaded, everything else. And at this point my blood pressure, my BP is 80. Now a good BP, I believe they said is 120. So I am really low. I am super low. My BP is 80. The nurse goes, "Oh, okay, we'll get the doctor." So the doctor comes in. He's like, and this should have, they really should have, this really should have been my warning sign that we should have gone to the big hospital. But it wasn't because I was really sick. But he says, "I just think you're dehydrated." That's what he says to us. And at this point, my parents apparently have told Kaz that they're on their way. So they're going to drive all the way to this hospital in the middle of nowhere. So my parents are going to get here sometime during all this. So the doctor says, "Oh, she's just dehydrated. Don't worry, she'll be fine. She's just dehydrated." So Kaz is worried sick about me because again, I never look like this. He's sitting here, he's like he pulled the chair to my side of the bed so he could hold my hand. Here's my little thing. They put an IV in my arm and they give me one thing of saline or whatever hydrates your body. They gave me one. I'm not a medical professional, as you can tell by all this. They give me one bag. Now, to get to this point, I mind you, to get to the doctor telling me I was dehydrating, my BP still being at 80, was an hour. It took an hour from me coming in there saying I passed out on the floor twice, threw up, probably had sepsis, an hour. We definitely could have gone to the big hospital because they weren't caring about me. They did not care. Which was scary. It was really scary. I was feeling the worst I ever have in my life. They asked me how I felt, and I said a 10. Like, when they give you the scale, I barely talked, and I managed to say 10. Kaz is freaking out. Like, what the crap is going on? Like, this is bad. Like, this is really, really bad. So they give me, after an hour, they give me one thing of saline. Um, and then they're like, "You know what? We're gonna wait. We're gonna wait till the whole thing of saline is in your body, and then we'll go from there, see if you have any issues." And I am so sick that I'm just like, okay. Like I'm very introverted. I don't talk a lot for like on my behalf in situations. To me, this doctor has authority. This nurse has authority. Um, I'm probably just freaking out over nothing. Like maybe I am just, like I don't know. And so I have these thoughts in my head. I'm just like, okay, like I'm so sick. I feel so so sick. So the whole time it goes by to get the saline in my arm, and it's not like a fast saline. Um, let me look it up real quick. Oh my gosh, that scared me. Juicy McDuty, hello. Spreading negativity. Wow. Okay, we're telling a story. Okay, 1,000 milliliters to ounces. Let me look this up real quick. Uh, 3 ounces in a hun. Oh wait, I did 100. Wait, no, it was 100, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay, so they did 100 milliliters of saline, which is equal to 3 ounces of water. Okay, so they in this whole time that they're like, she's dehydrated. They give me what hydrate raid moment. Yeah, welcome raiders. We're telling the story about how why I haven't been around for like 10 days because I got really sick. Rex, thanks for subscribing for 3 months. At 31, all I can tell you is the more noise other people make about something, the more you should ask yourself how much you really need to care. You guys are funny. Okay, so here's what happens so far. Quick recap. I felt sick. I went to the ER. They sent me home. 2 days later, I felt sick, worse, passed out, back to the hospital. So that's where the story is. So now they said maybe she's just dehydrated. Thanks again for something, Rex. And welcome again, readers. Okay, so they're like, she's just dehydrated. Now, we found out that what they gave me, the 1 pack of saline, was equal to 3 ounces of water. Now, this is going to be important later on. Thank you, thank you. Um, I am American. I am American. Okay, so they gave me one thing of saline, 3 ounces of water. Now my BP is still level 80. Okay, I am still level 80. I cannot like move. I can't do anything. They gave me 3 ounces of water. They go, and I'm still super sick after this one thing of saline. So they go and they bring me to have a CT scan on my stomach because they're like, maybe you're just really sick. Maybe you have internal bleeding. I realize now you can't see my little guy who's over here because it's slightly off the page, but he's right there. He's getting a CT scan. I'm getting a CT scan on my stomach. Okay? Get this, they don't do any blood tests, but one during this whole time, and that's after my CT scan, is the first time they draw blood. Okay? Let's, okay, here we got this. We'll quickly, no, please. Please just do this. Okay. Quickly, new page. Okay. So, back to in our hospital room. Oh no. Because it's a new page, huh? Mm-hmm. 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 You know what? This is fine. This is all fine. It just looks really bad. It looks. Why is it? You know what? I'm gonna give up on this not working. Anyways, let's just intervene the story. Okay. Here's our little hospital bed. Try using the pencil. The pencil hates me. But yeah, you're probably right. The pencil's very light. Graphic design is your passion. You shouldn't be watching this then. You're gonna be very sad at me. Okay. Here's us in the hospital once we got our CT scan. Just doesn't like me. It's just very thick. Okay. So here's us. We're back in the room with the CT scan of our abdomen done. Thanks, Juicy McBooty. Have a good day. And now they come in and they draw my blood. Come in and they yoink my blood like they're vampires. They yoink it. They're like, yoink our blood. And I'm like, ow. Ow. They don't do great at poking me with a needle, might I add. They had to fish, which made me really nauseous. Anyways, My blood pressure still 80 this whole time. They're still under the assumption that I'm just dehydrated, which is messed up, in my opinion. So this is all happening. Now my parents arrive. Enter parents. In all of this time that I have been at the hospital, it has been 6 hours. I have been at this ER for 6 hours. They have given me one thing of saline worth 3 ounces of water. So this ER assumes I am in so much pain, I am passing out, I am throwing up with my BP of 80, and I have dehydration. Due to dehydration, and in the 6 hours I've been there, have given me a 1 pack of saline for 3 ounces of water. They have not offered, like, they have not given me anything to drink because I wasn't allowed to drink because they were going to run more tests. They have given Kaz, who's over here in the chair, where he like sick about me, like literally sick. About me, they've given him 3 bottles of water. They have given the non-sick guy more water in forms of bottled water than they have given me in a saline drip, assuming that all of my health problems are due to dehydration. So, after another hour, so now I've been in this hospital for 7 hours. The doctor comes back in. And he says, yep, CT on her abdomen is normal. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to, ready for this? Discharge her. They're going to send me home. I haven't been to the any ERs, in 5 years. I passed out twice. I threw up once. My BP's 80. I can't walk alone. And the doctor goes, yep, her CT on her abdomen is normal. We just think she's dehydrated. We're sending her home. And so my father, who is not one to be trifled with because I am his youngest daughter, goes, what? I'm still sick. I have my eyes closed in bed. I am so sick. They came in. They brought Kaz food. My parents are real ones, okay? They came to the ER. They showed up with McDonald's for Kaz because they found out we had been here now for 6 hours. Kaz came right from me waking up, so Kaz has not eaten. Kaz has been up since 2 a.m. Kaz needs food to take care of me. I cannot eat or drink anything, and they've given me one thing of 3 ounces of water. And the doctor comes in, and they're like, we're going to discharge you. And my dad goes, basically, what? And he goes, she passed out twice. Her BP is still 80. Now, at this point, my BP, the highest it had been, was 97 since being here. And it kept going up to 97-ish and lowering back to 80s. And the 97 was after I got back from the CT. So I was like, my parents had just gotten there. Like my BP raised a little bit. Probably from them being there and stuff. So my dad goes, what? And I can't hear much else. He's just talking to the doctor. And at one point, I hear him say, and I'm not going to type this all out, but he says, there's a point which is unreasonable, and there's a point that it's panic. And we're not at the panic stage. But the fact is, she came in, she's passed out twice, you've given her one saline drip, nothing else. It is unreasonable for you guys to send her home. And he goes, the doctor says this. Sorry, I don't want to cry again. The doctor says, I don't know. She hasn't passed out since being here. I haven't seen her pass out. So the doctor, I find out this whole time, for these 7 hours of me being here, doesn't believe me. He doesn't believe me that I'm sick. He doesn't believe me that I'm sick. I have spent 7 hours in this ER. BP crazy low, eyes closed, can't stand up by myself. Pulse crazy low. And for 7 hours, the CT on my stomach has come back normal. He doesn't believe me. He says, I don't know. I haven't seen her pass out since she's been here. One, at home, I walked one downstairs and I was moving and I passed out. Since being in this hospital for 7 hours, I've laid in a bed with my eyes closed. Why would my body pass out if it's due to me moving around? So that's what he says. And my father goes, kind of like, what? And he keeps talking to him. And then he goes, all right, my dad says the keyword transfer. We would like to transfer her to the bigger hospital. You guys have run one CT on her abdomen. You decided it's normal. You think she's dehydrated. You've given her 1 bag of saline or 3 ounces of water in 7 hours. We're going to transfer her. Like, this ER is bad. We're transferring her. The doctor says, no. Now, on the wall in the ER room is a sign that says, by law, you have a right to get transferred. So I joined late, but from what I've gathered, you have low BP and low pulse rate, and the doctor tries to send you home. Sounds like neglect. Yeah, okay. You're right. Okay, so he tries to send me home. Also, Shark, I've passed out twice and thrown up once. Like, passed out. Straight up, like, couldn't, like, I was out for I don't know how long. By law, you have a right to transfer to a bigger hospital. By right, okay? This doctor says, no one will take her. That's what he's going to say. That's what he says to my dad. No one would take her. You need a doctor to accept an inpatient at another hospital, and no one's going to do that. That's what this doctor says to my dad. And my dad is now past the point of trying to reason with this doctor and more on the point of, we're doing this and you're going to get this done. Reason is gone. He is no longer the person who more is worried about being cordial and kind and very kind to this doctor. And he's more about, this is my daughter and you're messing up. So he says, because no one would take me as an inpatient, my dad goes, is that because you're going to recommend they don't take her as an inpatient? And the doctor freezes. He stops talking, he stops, and he looks at my dad, because my dad just said the key thing. Are you going to recommend that another hospital does not inpatient her? And the doctor stops talking. And he goes, my dad keeps talking. He goes, I don't want to seem unreasonable here, but that's my daughter. She has a BP of 80s. She is passing out, And you're trying to send her home. Nothing's changed. She came here for an issue. This issue is not fixed. You've done one CT on her abdomen. Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. You want to send her home to what? Come back in an hour? So the doctor is now flustered. He stopped talking. And then he was like, okay. No, no, you don't need to apologize. I get it. No, you're her dad. Of course you're trying to do everything for her. I will do everything I can to recommend her to the doctors so that she can get inpatient care. So that she can get to a bigger hospital. After he says this, he leaves. My mom comes by my bedside and starts talking to me. Now I didn't hear the part where when he said that he didn't see me pass out. My mom comes by my bedside and I said, "What's happening? Why won't they do anything else other than a CT scan on my stomach? I'm so sick." And she says, "It's because the doctor says he hasn't seen you pass out." And in that moment, I look at Kaz, and I haven't been to an ER again in 5 years. I haven't been anywhere, like, except for, like, a normal doctor when I have been, like, sick with a flu or something else, or checkups, or the yearly, like, physical or whatever you do. Um, and I look at him, and I just start crying. And I said, "Oh, why doesn't he believe me?" I have been in this ER for 7 hours because I have not passed out, which I did twice at home, completely out. He doesn't believe me. I am crying. I feel so sick. I feel the worst I've ever felt, and I am crying. It takes them 3 hours. 3 hours to call 2 hospitals. The first one was deferring, which means they're sending patients to deferring. They're sending patients to other hospitals. They are overwhelmed. The first hospital is deferring. They're no longer accepting inpatients. So he comes back with that news in 1 hour. In 1 hour, he says he's called the hospital, and they answered and said, "No, we're not accepting any inpatients at the time. We're in deferral." That's all they say to him. And he says, "Okay." In 1 hour. So now at this point, in this amount of time, in these 3 hours, they don't care about me anymore. Because I'm trying to get transferred out. I am no longer important. I'm not on the ER emergency list. There's clearly other people who are going through worse than for me to get out of this hospital, this ER. So they're like, first hospital's in deferment. So as they come back after an hour. After 2 hours, the doctor doesn't even come back. I don't see the doctor for the rest of my time there. A nurse comes in. And she goes, "So as you've been aware, you're getting transported to blah, blah, blah hospital." And I said, "What?" And she said, "Oh, did the doctor not come in and tell you?" Like, "Yeah, he just called." So in the first hour, they find out that the first one's deferring. 2 hours later, he calls the second hospital. Thank gosh I'm not dead. Okay. So they're like, "You're getting transferred to such and such and such a hospital. Like, we're gonna try to arrange transportation for you. They'll be here really quick. Please sign these forms." Okay. So there's that. That's where we're at in the story. So I've now been at this ER for 10 hours. I've been given 3 ounces of water. They didn't believe me. My BP has only ever gotten to 97. Or I think 113 right after I was done crying. Crying raised my BP, which I thought was funny. Um, I thought that was actually hilarious in the hospital at the time because I was sick and I had nothing else to cling to, so I thought that was funny. Um, they've given me 3 ounces of water, thinking that I had dehydration, of course, during these 10 hours. So, anyways, literally maybe like 6 minutes goes by, and the ambulance crew show up. A guy, a girl, boop boop boop, and a lieutenant. We'll make the lieutenant taller. They're a lieutenant. The lieutenant's like, okay, you're getting transferred to blah 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 hospital. Please sign this form. It shows us we have the right to take care of you in the ambulance. We have the right to transfer you to the ambulance. We have the right to bill your insurance. Here's how much it would cost. So, um, very sick me on the little hospital bed goes with my little hand and goes, which looks like the worst signature I've ever given, ever given, ever given. Um, and they're like, okay, so they leave. Well, the lieutenant leaves after telling me no one can ride in the ambulance with me. So I have to go in the ambulance alone, which is okay, but at this point, I'm 10 hours of feeling absolutely like crap. I feel like crap, and I'd really like if my husband could be there, and he can't, but that's okay. So these two come in, the guy and the girl, and they're awesome. So I'm in the hospital bed. My dad walks up. He gives me a little hug, says goodbye. My mom walks up. She gives me a little hug, says goodbye. This team comes in. They say we're gonna pick up food for Cass for at the hospital. Well, dinner for all of them because now it's really late. My parents have been here for 3 plus 4, 4 hours. I mean, 3 plus 1. Okay, and Cass has been here for a total of 10 hours in the hospital with me, the ER. So the ambulance puts me on the ambulance chair, and they're super duper kind. They raise the back of it. They ask if I'm all comfy. They get me a heated blanket. They strap me in all nice and tight with all these little buckles. They are all stars. This little rotating, this little spinny, roly poly ambulance chair. Well, bed. All right. So here's the guy. He's about to push me out of the room. The girl is in the front unlocking it for us. Here's Cass. Right. Crap. Let's lie. This is now Cass. Okay, the girl's over here unlocking it for us. I lied. Here's Cass. Anyways, Cass comes by and he kisses me and he says, I love you and I'll follow you guys to the hospital and I'll be right behind you. And I say, no, you can't leave. We haven't done our handshake. So Kaz and I have a handshake we do whenever we're going to leave each other for a period of time. We have a secret handshake. So Kaz is like, honey, and I said, honey. So we do the handshake. We do a little handshake. We do a special handshake. And then he kisses me again, and he kisses me on the forehead, and he goes, I'll be right behind you. So then I get wheeled out. Now, the doctor never says goodbye to me. The doctor has never come back. So, like, forget him. They wheel me out. I get to go in this special little area where the ambulance is. Here's the ambulance. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop. Boop, 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 boop. And here's the little, like, ramp to the ambulance. And as they're putting me on the ramp to the ambulance, and you get, like, I've never been in an ambulance before. This is my first time. This is my first time ever. As you get, like, electric propelled or whatever, like, little, almost like, an escalator or whatever, up the ambulance, the guy goes, that was a really cool handshake. I remember this. It was really awesome that he said that. He goes, that was a really cool handshake. And the girl goes, I didn't see it. I missed it. And I said, thanks. My husband and I made the handshake. Like, we love it too. We love the handshake. We love that we have our own handshake. So the guy said that, and that made me really like feel really nice. And then we're in the ambulance. I'm in the ambulance, and they're like, "Okay, it's going to take about 40 minutes to get to the other hospital. You just like tell me if anything changes, tell me how you're feeling, stuff like that." And so the guy goes and drives, and the girl's back there with me filling out her report. And I close my eyes, and about 10 minutes outside of the before we arrive at the hospital, the girl calls the hospital, say we're 10 minutes out, because he tells her, hey, we're 10 minutes out, call the hospital. So then she like re-verifies my story, my report. She fills it out. She takes my BP one more time. Um, Takes my pulse, all this stuff. Through the back windows of the ambulance, I see us pulling into the hospital parking lot, and I see Kaz's car right there. So as we're pulling into the hospital parking lot, I see Kaz's car behind us. And I haven't seen him the whole drive, so it makes me really, really happy. So I see him. I know he's going to meet me up at the room, so I'm really happy. So we go into the hospital. They bring me up to the little special ambulance area. I go up a cool ambulance elevator. I'm in my little ambulance chair, still all strapped in. And now they're wheeling me. This was funny. If I wasn't so sick, I'd probably enjoy it more. But they're wheeling me around the hospital. I have never been in a hospital bed before being wheeled around a hospital, okay? It is weird, okay? We've gone up elevators with I just cut off the person. Gone up elevators with me in this bed. We've gone through like double doors with me just in this bed. And I'm like, what? Like this is insane. Like it's awesome. I'm not gonna lie. It was really awesome. If I wasn't so sick, I would have probably just said something. But one of the times we're in the ambulance, the girl's behind me and the guy's standing right here, and he's got his arms folded because he's not. I don't think he's happy with how I've been treated because they've been told. Like, they found out I was only given one thing of saline. The girl said, she goes, "What tests did they run? You said you passed out twice," and I said a CT on my abdomen, and she's like, "What?" And I said, "Yeah." She's like, "No echo? No heart testing? No heart anything? No head scan?" And I'm like, "No." And then she finds out I've been giving one thing of saline this whole time for 10 hours of me being there. And she goes, "Well, I guess the hospital doesn't do much, huh?" And that's what she tells me. So apparently they know about this ER because she kind of whispered like, "I'm not surprised." And I was like, oh, that sucks. Sucks that it's not like news, you know? Like it sucks that I'm not the one case that this has happened to, that this ambulance worker knows this. But she's crazy kind, crazy nice. So as he's standing there with his arms folded, looking kind of peeved at the world that this has happened, he turns and he smiles at me and I say, "Nice driving." And he gives me the nicest guy like head nod, you know, when they're like "You're all right." He goes, "Thanks." Like he gives me a head nod and a smile, and he's like, "Thank you." So like this girl and I have bonded over my sucky care. This guy and I have bonded over my sucky care and his good driving. I'm getting brought around the hospital. We get to my room. They get me in the new bed. As I'm getting in the new bed, I have not yet even been checked in. I don't have a new bracelet for this hospital. I don't have anything. I hear from outside the room, Kaz, because he knows what room I was supposed to go in. And he goes, "Hi, I'm looking for my wife, like Kit. She may not be even checked in yet. Like she may not be here yet. Like she was just coming in from the ambulance." And they're like, let me go check. And a random guy, I never saw him before. I never saw him after this, peeks in the room and he goes, yep, she's in there. And quickly, 2 seconds later, Kaz is by my side. And he's like, honey, how was the ambulance ride? How are you? Like all this stuff. And I'm like, like I'm still so sick. So the RN comes in. She asks me all my symptoms. She asks me what testing they've done, what I've been given. And I proceed to tell her my BP of the 80 to 97 with the peak at 113. I then am about to tell her about the saline that I was been given, and nothing else for the past, well, now 11 hours because it took 40 minutes to get there. And as I'm about to tell her like these things, Kaz is like, you're really tired, honey. I got this. So I close my eyes and Kaz proceeds to tell them everything else that's wrong with me. The visit to the ER 2 days prior, the being sent home with antibiotics, everything that's happened. Me passing out twice at home, them saying we can't do anything else for her after one CT scan of my stomach came back normal, the low BP, like how long I was in the other hospital, 10 plus hours, no other testing was done. They took blood right at the end, but the test results hadn't even come back yet. Never even took a urine test, I don't believe. Could be wrong about that one. So he says it all. And the RN's face, we'll say this is the RN now, she's getting more and more grim. I open my eyes a little bit and the smiling, like tell me what's, like the cordial, like I know something's wrong. The comforting face looks more and more upset at how little this other ER has done for me. How little they cared, how little anything. She looks visibly upset that someone was cared for like this. So after all of that gets put in, a doctor shows up. Another doctor comes in. The doctor for this hospital. Before this happens, they take my BP. I have to share this real quick because it made me laugh so much. They really wanted me to get like to have everything recorded, so they do a BP right when I get there. I'll fit it in this little area. So they're doing my BP. The nurse takes my BP, and she records it, and she's like, "I don't have any paper." And they're like, I'll go get you paper. The other nurse, there's two nurses in there. And the nurse goes, no, it'll disappear in a second. I really need to write this down. And she wrote it on the back of her hand. She really quickly took notes of how like my pulse and my BP was and my blood oxygen on the back of her hand. And it made me smile. Like my first, like one other than being with the ambulance crew, my first smile of like, that's really sweet. That this nurse was like, oh no, I have no paper. Let me just, and she took the back of her arm, the back of her hand, and just started writing all my stats. So she could go put them in the computer because I wasn't checked in yet. I didn't have a new bracelet. I didn't have anything. So after that happens, the doctor comes in. Now a doctor, awesome doctor. Now, Cash just told RN all my symptoms. The doctor would like to re-know everything that's going on. So Kaz tells them everything that's happened. All of my symptoms, everything. Now the doctor comes in with a piece of paper. And she just starts listing tests they're going to do on me. They're going to do an echo. They're going to give me a heart monitor. They're going to do a CT scan of my head to see if there's a tumor or anything like that could have caused me to pass out. They're going to do blood work and run other tests than just white blood cell count. They're going to do an ultrasound of my abdomen. They're going to do another CT of my abdomen. They're going to do, I don't know, like 8 to 10 different blood tests to check if it's anything. They're like, they're like, maybe it could be like Lyme's disease. Like, there's ticks. It's tick season. Um, you could like, I don't know. She's saying a lot of big words that I don't understand, but all in this paper, when she flips it over, because my parent, like halfway through her discussing the test she's gonna run with me, my parents walk in. So she flips it over and she's like, names. And she writes my parents' names. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to ask. What's your name? To Kaz. And writes his name. Now, this moment, I see the back of the list of tests she wants to run, and it's long. It is so long. It's so many tests so they can figure out what's wrong with me, which I crazy appreciate. I super appreciate. Not once did she be like, "Oh yeah, you just got here. Well, let's wait for you to pass out. Let's wait for you to pass out before we take care of you." Also at this point, because she apologized for not knowing Kaz's name yet, since the doctor walked in the room, um, they've only cared about me. They have only cared about treating me, figuring out what is wrong with me, trying to get it so that I feel okay, trying to get my BP up, try to get me hydrated. They found out also that I hadn't given any other fluids, and they instantly started me on an IV like every hour, which is equal to 4 ounces of water an hour. Oh, because I forgot to tell you. I forgot to tell you. When the doctor said we're going to send her home over here because they thought I was dehydrated, the reason my dad brought up, you've only given her 3 ounces of water. And the doctor said there's such a thing as overhydrating somebody. I was at this ER for 7 hours at this point when he said he was going to discharge me. I was there for 3 more hours while he made some phone calls. And at this point, they said, well, there's a certain thing as overhydrating somebody. So I came in. The sole reason he thought I was dehydrated. My BP has not gone up. I'm still sick. He still thinks it's dehydration, so he's going to discharge me and tell me to drink water at home. And the reason he gives for why they didn't give me any more ounces than 3 ounces of water in the ER was there's such a thing as overhydrating a person. Yeah, so anyways, after that crazy, ha 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 ha, well that's dumb. We're back here. So she instantly starts me on an IV of the saline or whatever to get me properly hydrated. Because now I don't know, it took like 40 minutes to get there. So now I've been, in ER, like talking to people constantly for like 11 hours. That doctor sounds like an actual moron. It was bad. It was bad. Okay, so I've been listening behind you while you've been telling everything, but what the F is that MS Paint screen? Shut up. I don't claim to be an MS Paint artist, okay? Shut up. So I'm on saline, okay? Carry on. I will. Shut up. Shut up, Gaz. My love. Okay, so I'm on saline. They get me a new bracelet. Now they find out that my arm's in this bracelet from the last hospital was put on too tight because the nurse did it. That it was too tight that they could even cut it off of me. Um, I haven't noticed it because I've been feeling so sick. Oh, I realize now, again, you can't see the word too tight. Anyways, it's too tight. They can't cut the last bracelet off of me. It's way too tight on my arm. So the nurse is like, are you kidding me? they put this so tight on your arm we can't even get it off. So they have to try, and hospital bands are really sticky. ER bands, they have to try to peel where like the really thick medical adhesive is on this ER band. They have to try to peel it off. It takes a long time because they can't cut it off. They can't fit a finger, half a finger under my old ER band at all. They can't do anything. They can't do scissors. They can't do anything. So they finally get it off, and then the nurse is like, "Don't worry, we won't do that to you." And she puts it on so loose that I can slide my whole fist in and out of. Like I can just take the band and put it back on. So it's like so loose, so loose on my arm. Like I can just slide this on and off. So it was one extreme to the other extreme, but I really preferred the loose extreme. So starts at like, oh, I don't know, 9, 10 p.m. My list of tests. I have to go for so many things. They instantly come in, they put me on an echo, they take pictures of my heart. They do pictures of my heart. They go and they ultrasound it, pictures. Then they put all these sticky pads all over me, and tie me up to a little heart monitor that I have the whole rest of the time I'm in the hospital. They put like these sticky pads on, then they attach these little like prongs to them, and tell me everything like that they can monitor my heart now and stuff while I'm in bed. Then they wheel me. They have me get up, and they bring me in a little wheelchair to my CT scan of my head and my stomach. It's me in a wheelchair. So as they're going and wheeling me around, every time I leave the room, my parents go and sit out in the waiting room with Kaz so that they can see me come and go. So they're in the waiting room, which is this really nice hospital waiting room with like the automatic coffee machine, espressos, hot chocolate, all that stuff. So as I leave with my little blankie on to go get all these tests done each time I have to come and go, they walk out there, and then I see them, like they say goodbye to me. Usually they kiss my head. I go, I go to the elevator, and then for one of the tests, my nurse got lost. Now, all of the hospital lights, like the hallways, are in like dim night mode because it is late at night. It's super late at night. So the hospital just looks sleepy. It looks super sleepy. It's a very big hospital, but it has the sleepy vibe to it. So my nurse gets lost. She's like, "I'm sorry, we never you can tell we never like send people for these tests. I don't know where this is." Because where I got brought, because they had so many patients, so many inpatients, that I'm not in like the normal inpatient rooms. I'm in like the observation rooms. So I'm not in the normal, which I didn't know at the time until after my parents were like, "This is really cozy." So I'm not in like the normal where you get checked in from being brought from an ER. The normal patient rooms, I'm in like something called an observation room, which is like, I think where people go like after they have a surgery or before they get to get checked out or something. So I have nurses who usually like I believe just are like making sure people get the pain management. I saw a lot of people just getting food and crackers and pain pills and showers and stuff like that. So I'm in like that section. So these nurses, I don't think are usually supposed to or have ever really needed to in this section bring people at really late at times to different testing areas of the hospital. So my nurse gets lost. It's super funny because she stands there and she's like, "I am so sorry. Um, we're lost right now. Uh, the other nurses is with me because they came in twos. Is gonna go find a computer and check where we are and how to get you to that test. Um, I'm sorry." And I said, I'm like, "It's okay. I'm sitting in this wheelchair and I'm just happy that things are getting done. Like tests are gonna happen, all this stuff's getting done." So I'm like, like don't worry about it. It's fine. And they find where it is. They call the person and they're like, "Excuse me, where are you located in the hospital?" And the person's like, "Oh, we're right over here." And I kid you not, they open the door. They open the door that we stopped outside because the nurse thought we were lost. They open the door right towards us that we have to back up. They were right there. The nurse was right there. She apparently, because they don't work in this area, didn't have keycard access to open this door, so she didn't even think that it could be in that room. So the person who came out, opened the keypad and stuff. So I got more tests done. Test, test, test. Each person at each test was like, and like, tell me a little bit about like why we're doing these tests. And each time I was like, so tired, and I was like, because pain, passing out, uh, I don't know. That's kind of like what I was saying. I was like, I don't know what they're checking for. I'm like, blah, blah, and then would tell a little story about how sad and sick I was. And at each place, they asked me, and I was like, this is so tiring, but it was okay because it's needed. Every time we came back, me and my little wheelchair, boop 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 boop. Every time we came back, the nurses loved. I'm very far up. Okay, we'll just say like that's the wheelchair. There, we'll give me a higher back. All right. Every time the nurse came back to push me towards my room, they would stop outside the waiting room windows to the waiting room, and we'd look at Kaz and my dad and my mom, and they would wait for them to see us so that they knew they could come back in their room. It was really sweet. And one of the last times, my mother was facing Kaz away from the windows, so she didn't see us right away. And as soon as saw us, she turned around and went and did a huge grin and like jogged out of the room. And as she's jogging towards us, the nurse goes, "She is so cute. Your mom is so cute." And I said, "Yeah, I love her." Because it started being a thing that like they were here. They were with us. So I have to spend the night. My testing goes well into the night, into the morning. Now I still haven't been able to eat anything. Um, no eating. Kaz was able to eat. Kaz was drinking so much hot chocolates, which is hilarious. I'll tell you about. Um, so I wasn't able to eat anything, and it was miserable. I was sick. I was tired. No eating. Me eating? Nope, wasn't allowed. So that was sad. But then right before I went to bed, they're like, "Hey, you can eat. Um, eating is okay." Let's draw a thumb. Boop boop boop. There's a thumbs up. You can eat. However, the kitchen's closed. And I looked at Kaz, and Kaz had saved me food from when my parents brought it. My parents brought him chicken and rice, and he was told he could eat all of what they brought. And he said, no, I'll save that for her just in case she can eat tonight. So at like midnight ish, maybe 1 a.m., I ate chicken and rice. The first time eating in like 24 plus hours. Like 19 hours? I don't know. First time eating. It felt really good to eat. So I was able to eat some chicken and rice. It was really good. So Kaz was like, do you want hot cocoa? And I said, no, I want sleep. So we go to sleep. We fall asleep. We're in sleepy dream land. He helps me get comfy in the hospital bed. To sleep. He sleeps on like a little reclining chair next to me, and he pulls up the chair next to the bed so he can hold my hand while I fall asleep. These are moons, by the way. Yep, don't ask. Don't ask about the drawing. Don't add the drawing. So he holds my hand while I fall asleep. Not even 20 minutes goes by and the light gets turned on. And one of the doctors, who's like, I don't know, heart doctor or somebody, comes in and relays all the testing that they did that night for me. And like if anything was abnormal or normal or abnormal. And then they're like, okay, good night. So it was the wildest 15 minutes ever. It was bright. It was loud. I was squinty. Kaz was squinty. We were asleep. Lights on. Okay, so then he leaves. The nurse is like, okay, good night. And I fall back asleep. Then the nurse comes in, takes vitals sometime throughout the night. Kaz, I see him out of the corner of my eye anytime I wake up, either asleep or he's chugging hot chocolate. Sorry, he's chugging something from the waiting room. Something. He's chugging something. And when I wake up, my little tiny desk that's on the side of the room has like 8 of these cups. Like 8 of these cups. 8. And the nurse comes in, and I wake up and to her standing over me. And apparently Kaz and her was trying to wake me up for a while. Like I was out, my body was exhausted. And then she was like, "Good morning," really loudly and really sweet. Now 8 of these cups. She says, "Do you want me to clean them up?" And I'm like, "Okay, thanks." I look at him and I say, "What?" And he said, "I'm being fueled by hot chocolate." So anytime I woke up, 3 a.m., 5:30 a.m., when Kaz helped me walk to the restroom because I would call the nurse and I'd be like, "I'm gonna go to the restroom," but Kaz was allowed to take me, which was amazing because Kaz could carry me and stuff, like hold me up and stuff. He could bring me to the restroom and I could hold the little IV cart and Cass could reach to unplug it because he's freaking tall. And he'd be able to take me in there and then I wouldn't have to worry. I don't know, I felt awkward. I know nurses, I know that's their job, but again, I didn't been in any sort of ER for 5 years. I hadn't done anything like this. So it was funny because apparently whenever he'd take me to the restroom or whenever a nurse would wake me up to take my vitals, he went and got hot chocolate from the waiting room. He just would leave the sleepy hospital, the sleepy hospital zone, go get hot cocoa, get buzzed back in, and come drink hot chocolate. So Kaz all night was getting fueled by having 4 hours of sleep over 2 days because the day before he was working on his PC on hot cocoa. He was chugging, he was drinking hot cocoa. So lots of hot cocoa. So it's just living on hot cocoa. So then the new morning shift doctor comes in. Now, we had so much progress from yesterday, guys. So many tests got done. So many things got happened. This new doctor comes in and they say, I don't know why you're here. That's the first sentence they say to me. The first sentence this doctor says to me is, I don't know why you're here. Now, we just woke up like maybe 5 minutes ago, so it takes me a second to register that, and I just feel sad. I feel so broken inside. I'm like, what the crap? Like what is this? Who says this? What doctor says this to a patient who just spent overnight getting all these tests done? I just don't know why you're here. So Kaz and I retell everything. The passing out, the everything else, everything. And he says, I don't know why the doctor last night ordered all these tests. This is something that a hospital shouldn't do. That's what he says to us. He says all of those tests that they ran, the heart tests, the ultrasound, the CT scan on your head and stomach, abdomen, shouldn't have been done. Oh, wait, sorry, I slid it over a little. Shouldn't have been done. These are all things that your GP should do, your general provider. These aren't things that a hospital should do. This is a waste. Um, and then he says something that hurt even more than I don't know why you're here. Because I passed out twice. 2 times I passed out. Just completely out. And he said, oh man. Sorry. He said, are you skipping meals and starving yourself? No, sorry. He didn't ask it as a question. He said, don't skip meals and starve yourself. That's why it hurts so bad. Don't skip meals. Don't starve yourself. You'll be fine. So the last doctor actually believed me, ran tests. The doctor before that didn't believe me, thought I was just dehydrated. This doctor apparently thinks I'm just skipping meals and starving myself, and that's why I passed out. I forgot an E in starve. I said stare. So this doctor comes in and he says, don't starve yourself. Don't skip meals. And now Kaz and I look at each other. And I am so sleepy and so exhausted. And he's in the chair and I'm in the bed. And I feel just so sick. I still feel so sick. Because they've only given me saline and I don't feel any better. My BP still, it's higher. It is higher after getting fluids and eating something last night, but it's still low. It's not as low as 80, but it's not good. Um and I have my eyes closed. I feel miserable. Um the doctor in all of this saying and lecturing about eating disorders and how I shouldn't be starving myself and I don't know why you're here and the hospital shouldn't be running all these tests. The doctor somewhere in all of this looks at me and sees I'm not like suddenly being like, oh, you caught me. Oh, you're right, I'll leave. Sorry for wasting time. I don't know what, but in all of this, looks at me and decides, he says, I'm going to run a few more tests. So what? What? He says, actually, let me draw some more blood. Um, and we'll run a few more tests. What? So throughout this whole thing, so then he leaves. I look at Kaz and I'm like, did that just happen? Did that just happen? Did this doctor just walk in, say, I don't know why you're here. The hospital shouldn't be running these tests. It's a waste of our time. Stop starving yourselves. You don't skip meals. Um, that would make you pass out. And then follow up after I wasn't like, I don't know what he wanted to, like, what? I wasn't lying. You think I want to spend a really nice Sunday, like, not Sunday, but like sunny day? 2 days? Going through all this because I didn't eat a meal? And one, most people, if they do have an eating disorder, which I really hope people don't, but if they do, it's a real issue. Um, and they can relapse and stuff. But most people would probably be like, I have an eating disorder. I know I pass out because I didn't eat food. Like, you don't go and spend 2 days getting all these tests done just to know what you already know. Usually, I'm assuming. I don't know. I don't have an eating disorder like that. I don't have one. When this doctor like said all this stuff. I guess I didn't react, or I reacted in a way he didn't expect for somebody who I guess didn't wasn't like, oh yeah, okay, you caught me, whatever. So he says he's gonna run more tests, and I'm like, okay, like okay, yeah, okay, whatever. So then, my parents come back the next morning. They're back. Um, Kaz is here. I'm in the bed still. I tell them all about how the doctor was like, don't starve yourself. And my dad gets so mad. He gets so, so, so mad. And I was so happy he wasn't here when the doctor was there saying that stuff. Because, hey, he gets really mad. Kaz is pissed. My mom looks like she also wants to cry. I'm trying not to cry because it feels like the day before doctor, A plus. Then this doctor just feels like they don't believe me again. And the doctor right before that feels like they don't believe me again. So it kind of just feels like, dude, I haven't been to a hospital in ER in 5 years, and it feels like I never should. That's what it felt like. It felt so sad. I felt so defeated. But doctor, true to his word, he goes and gets more tests. Test, test, test. Test, 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 test. Um, Breakfast gets brought. I don't feel like eating it. I feel so sick, so lightheaded. Anything I do, I feel like I am short on breath. I think I mentioned this way at the beginning of the story, but for months now, I have felt short of breath. I'll go hang out with the cats for a second. I'll come back. I'm sure you can find it on VODs and streams. I'm like it's really difficult. Stuff that didn't feel difficult was starting to feel very, very difficult. And at first, I thought maybe I gained weight. Like maybe I'm just like um losing muscle. Maybe I am like letting myself go a bit. Those were my initial thoughts. However, when I weighed myself at home in between the getting antibiotics and going back to the ER, I had actually lost 10 pounds. So indeed, I wasn't gaining weight, I was losing weight. Um, so it wasn't that I was short of breath because of the reasons I thought. But they bring breakfast, and I don't want to eat it. I don't want to eat it. I don't want to touch it. I feel so sick. However, there's this little tiny bowl of the breakfast that is full of pineapple. And I look right at Kaz and I say, "Hey yo, you can have the whole breakfast tray? That whole tray? Like don't worry." I was like, "I'll tell the nurse I didn't actually eat it because I wasn't hungry." Because like it just didn't it just didn't look good to me or for whatever reasons. But I will tell her I had the pineapple. So I ate the whole fruit cup. The whole cup of fresh fruit. I ate it all. Um and then a few hours go by, probably 3 hours go by while all of the tests are coming back. And tests are coming back and all this stuff is happening and they're coming in and they're telling me about like my blood and the ultrasounds and my heart and what they found, if anything, all their findings, 3 hours, all this stuff. And then they're like, Ayo, do you want a shower? And I was like, yes. Because at this point, I just feel so crummy. I feel crummy that a Doctor 1 didn't believe me, Doctor 3 didn't believe me. I also, that was the worst night's sleep. Like, I was so hot and sweaty in the bed. And we found out that the next door's room had control of my door's room, and the next door room was a little elderly lady who was really cold. So all night she had the heat on high. So I was dying of sweat. Really gross. Dying of sweat. And the nurse found out that morning, and she went and talked to the elderly lady, and they settled on medium temperature. She negotiated with the elderly lady about the temps of the two rooms. So after my shower, oh, and I had the door open the whole time I showered. Not the shower door, the room door, so it could get colder in there. But it was really sweet because the nurse is like, um, usually a staff member has to shower with you, like a nurse or the RN or anything. Um, but this whole time I've been there for now a day and a half plus, Kaz has been taking me to the restroom and stuff with the IVs, and they know this. And they know that every time I come back, my IV, like, because you have that little IV holder or whatever, that like rolls on the floor. They know that it gets plugged back in right, like all this stuff goes right. So they unplug my IV, and tape up my arm so that I can't get water on it. And they're like, usually staff has to be in there. And I'm like, okay, like that makes sense to me. And then she looks at Kaz and she says the sweetest thing ever. She goes, but 3 is a crowd. She's like, so I will wait right outside the door. Right outside the door. Here's the little door. I'll wait right here to the shower. And Kaz can go in the shower with you. And he can help you get dressed and shower and all that stuff. And I will wait right here. And I was like, are you sure? And she goes, I was like, because that sounds amazing. And she goes, 100%. She goes, you have the best support team. She goes, you two are the cutest couple I've ever seen. Like he's got you. And I said, yeah, he's my rock. So she lets Kaz come in, and Kaz helps me get all clean and nice, and he stands right outside like the shower thing, and I felt like like groomers, like if you watch any grooming videos where the dog just gets to sit there and the hot water gets rushed all over them with the little handle thing. It felt so nice. I felt like a real person who deserved stuff in life. I don't know why that shower felt so nice and like refreshing and changing and everything, and it felt so amazing. It felt absolutely amazing. And then as soon as the shower got shut off, she goes, not to be a creep or anything, because she can hear us talking. And I'm like, can you hand me a towel, honey? And he's like, yeah, but don't you dare stand up. Because I have to, like, I'm on the bench and stuff. And I'm like, I won't. She's like, not to be a creep or anything. But I put one huge blanket towel in there so that you could just bundle her completely up if you wanted to. And I sickly yell back, thank you. So Kaz bundles me completely up. And like he dries me off and I get dressed and all that stuff. So So that all happens. So now we're done with the shower. We get out. We get back to wait. I have to zoom in. That's right. We get back to the room. All of that stuff. Um, my mom comes in and they give me a little like pig hair brush, like little tiny comb. And so my mom brushes my hair, which is really nice, just so that I feel way better. My is this size low? Yeah, okay. She's like, "Don't worry, like I'll brush your hair." So I'm trying to sit there and I feel so weak just sitting there and I have really long hair. My hair goes to like quick docs. My hair goes like mid like lower than my mid back to like almost my tailbone. I have really long hair. Um so like she takes all the time and she brushes it. And it feels really nice to have my hair brushed. Like I'm sitting there in the hospital, my hair's no longer done, it's all brushed, it's happy. I'm happy. I'm still bad, but I'm happy. Um so then what happens is the doctor comes back, the second one, the new guy. And he says, "So, we have some actual results." Like what's making you feel this way specifically? Cuz of course, other stuff was wrong with me. I won't share all my medical like history and stuff. But it didn't pertain to why I was in the hospital. Um like any past like medical family history or anything or little like I guess anything slightly they found abnormal wasn't what caused me to pass out and stuff, but the doctor says we found it. The doctor comes back. He's done a 360. He's incredibly nice. So freaking nice. First off, the RN asked me how the doctor was this morning. And I said, bad. She's like, what? And I told her all about him saying I was starving myself, him telling me what I was told I had in the past didn't make any sense, and those doctors were wrong. Him telling me how all of the testing was a waste of time because I told her that I cried because she saw that my BP went up again, and she asked if anything changed, and I said I was crying, and she said why, like what, like because she was like, do you feel better? Your BP rose a bit, and so I told her how I was crying from the earlier doctor and everything he had said, and she looked pissed off. She was like, he said those things? And I said, yeah. And she goes, he gets paid enough that. She goes, did you ask any questions? And I said, yeah. And she goes, did he answer them? And I said, no. And she goes, no, he gets paid enough to answer those questions. So she messaged the doctor. And she's like, and all of that other things that he said, he goes, each doctor has their own opinion about stuff. Don't just trust his opinion. Get multiple opinions like you're going to. And then from there, with everybody's stuff, put together like different things. So this is all about way earlier, way earlier. So now the doctor comes back. He does a 360. He's happy. Happy, happy, happy. And he goes, we know what's wrong. We think we know what's wrong. We think we know why you passed out 2 times. Why you can barely walk. Why your BP is so low. Why you feel like crap. And this makes me really happy. I'm still feel like crap, but I'm happy because look, there's an answer. There's an answer, and he has to believe me because there's medical proof. So he says, get this, iron and red blood, like they did more in depth testing on this, are so low that you have severe anemia. Now, anemia is the condition, this is what I found out since getting severe anemia. Anemia is the condition that develops when your blood produces a lower than normal amount of healthy red blood cells. If you have anemia, this is mostly from Google, by the way. If you have anemia, your body does not get oxygen rich blood. So I have lack of oxygen, which makes you feel weak and tired and sick and short of breath. So I'm anemic. So it's extreme tiredness, which I was sleeping a lot. Like caffeine didn't even help. Shortness of breath. And without treatment of anemia, it can cause organ failure. I think I spelled failure wrong. It can cause organ failure. It can even be fatal. Some types of anemia can result in very like serious life-threatening conditions like leukemia. Um we're not there yet, I don't think. Like I don't think I hope. But right now I've only been diagnosed. I'm still getting tested for it. I'm still getting tested for other stuff. I have had a follow-up since then of other tests for my anemia. But I have really bad anemia. So, what the doctor said was, this is bad. This is bad. And what they usually do for it is give blood transfusions. But he says, like, that won't really help your body as much as if we just pump it full of iron. So, apparently, I probably, like, so, oh yeah, I'll add the leukemia down here. Like, this is all can shortness of breath. This can be all from anemia. So, guess what? I wasn't faking. There was a lot of things. Um, so this is bad, pretty bad for us. So he says what we're gonna try to do is we're gonna give you a bunch of stuff, and I'm like, okay. So you know when you go to a restaurant and you get set down and you have a little here's this is a restaurant, guys. This is a restaurant, okay? It looks like a 10 with a little thing. It's not, okay? This is a plate. This is a little silverware thing. You know when you get a silverware thing and it's like rolled up and it's got that little paper around it? Um, that's as big as the syringe they came in with. And it was black. It was it was like really dark, thick looking molasses. And it was huge. This syringe was big. And they're like, this is a slow push over 5 minutes of like pure iron that we're gonna stick in your body. And I was like, have you ever seen like those charcoal body washes, those charcoal like face scrubs? It was blacker than that. Uh, and it looked scary, and I didn't want it. It looked really scary. And they're like, yeah, we're gonna give you a slow push of this over 5 minutes. So she starts doing it, and it hurts like crazy. It hurts so bad. So bad. I am hurting. It hurts so much going in the little. I realize now you can't see that. Um, it hurts so much going in the little syringe that I am sad. I still feel like crap. It hurts. I'm sad. And I tell her, I'm like, this hurts really, really bad. And she's like, I'm sure it does because it's so much liquid going in at once into the little like IV thing in your arm, straight into your arm. So like she's directly pushing it through my little IV in my arm. Like they took out the saline, so there's no like middle ground. It's just directly in. So it hurts like crap. And they're like, we have to monitor you now. After you take this for any like side effects, anything. Um and I was like, okay. So they monitor me for 2 hours. Within the first hour, that's supposed to be an S. Within the first hour, I feel kind of better. I'm sitting upright by myself. I'm sitting. I even was like, could I get some lunch? I haven't eaten in a while. Can I get some lunch? And they were like, yes. So they brought me lunch. They brought lunch. Lunch came. I got a turkey sandwich. And it was the best turkey club sandwich I've ever had. It was 3 pieces of bread. It was a turkey bacon pieces. Pieces. It was 3 pieces of bread. It was lettuce, tomato, I think, turkey, mayonnaise, bacon, and it was cut into fourths, kind of like this. That's thirds. You know what? That's fifths. It was cut something like this, but not this. I don't know. It was cut into fourths. Okay. And I could only eat one section of it. It was so much food. And then Cass ate the other three for lunch. And then they brought me a piece of cheesecake. And they brought me tea and coffee. And it felt amazing. I could actually eat and be happy. And then an hour after that, so now it's the second hour of 2 hours, I'm getting my color back. My cheeks are getting flush. My lips are turning pink again. I feel like I have like there's actually like my hands are my hands. Like my blood is actually circulating through my body. That my body is getting back to what it's supposed to be, and it is absurd. It is absurd. It's absolutely absurd that within 2 hours of this pure shot of like crazy, crazy, crazy amounts of iron, my body's happy. Now, apparently, not everybody feels like this. It could take days. It could feel whatever. But within 2 hours, I'm feeling happy. I'm like happy, happy, happy. My parents, the RN, Kaz, are all like, what the heck? Like my mom says she hasn't had this much like color or stuff in 5 years. I think she said 5 years. My brother video called while I was in the hospital right then, while I was eating my lunch and my cheesecake. He video calls my mom and he says, that's the best looking I've ever seen you. He says, I haven't seen you look like that in 12 years. Like, have that much, like, anything. Like, like, energy, color, like, actual, like, pigment to my skin. Because I'm always very pale, but, like, I didn't always used to be this pale. So apparently, they think that I've had, like, anemia since I was 15. 15, I think. This is the running theory um in like my family because I haven't felt or looked this good like skin color pigment and stuff in like 11 years, 11, 12 years. And I'm 26. So this is the assumption is it's been this long and I haven't gone to the ER in 5 years and that was for stepping on a nail. Um and before this, I have never ever stayed overnight in a hospital. This was my first ever stay overnight. First ever ambulance trip, first ever staying overnight, anything. So we had no idea. So it has the anemia. I'm now classified as anemic. Got so bad that my body is not circulating my blood slash oxygen to my whole body, that my body is not getting oxygen. My body is so upset with itself that it just says, no, no oxygen for you. You get no oxygen. You get no oxygen, you get to pass out. You get no oxygen, you get shortness of breath. You get no oxygen, oh, you can't lift that anymore. No oxygen. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. And it just happened so slowly that I I didn't notice it as much as the massive just down the spiral I did towards the end of these last few months and then 2 days. Well, not 2 days, but like the in the ER and stuff. I mean, to bigger go home. Yeah, bigger go home with the first. Yeah, there's so many firsts on this. So many things have happened. So, so the good news is, well, the bad news is it's basically my like anemia's basically gonna be lifelong. I believe. I don't think I just get to become not anemic. Sadly, I don't think I don't think so. I don't I don't I don't think so. I have another appointment in a few weeks to talk more about how to like go forward with like lifetime treatment of anemia. However, right now I they gave me a prescription dose of iron that I have to take every day and it tastes like crap. It's a very big black pill. It looks like a mini version of the syringe they stuck in my arm. Also, sadly, the big syringe of iron lasted 4 hours. That big syringe of iron I got lasted in my body and made me feel good for only 4 hours. By the time we got home from the discharged and home from the hospital, Cass said, "Your lips are white again." Kaz was like, "How are you feeling?" And I said, like, I'm gonna pass out. My body went through all of that iron and was able to circulate my blood a bit for a total of 4 to 5 hours, and then it was gone. It was gone. My body used it all. It was back to base level. It was back to me feeling incredibly sick again. And that's how I'll keep feeling until my iron over time with all of the prescriptions and stuff. I mean, your body has to recover from years of unknown damage. Exactly. Is it's still gonna I'm still gonna sleep so much. Today, I woke up at 5 p.m. I'm not kidding. I woke up at 5 p.m. I think I slept like maybe 17 hours. And yeah, so now I have to learn how to live with the stuff. So I get to change everything I eat to just mainly iron rich foods to help my body as much as I can. the same with supplements and prescriptions. Mainly the prescription dose, I'm assuming, because that's the biggest one, and I have to take it every day. I don't know how much it is. I think it's gonna be like, I forget how much Cass says the prescription was, but I think I take thousands of milligrams of iron a week now. Thousands, just to help my body. But there you go. We went from doctors not believing us to a bunch of tests to Ayo, this could cause you to have a organ failure and die. To Ayo, we'll give you this iron, but good luck. And yeah, now there's the story. That's why I've been gone for so long. I am anemic. Yay! An answer that now will show on my record. So doctors, well, now I won't even have to go into the ER if I feel like I'm gonna pass out. I'll be like, I need iron. But hopefully that doesn't happen again now. However, one of the things of anemia is you bruise really easily, and it's incredibly showing because I have one, two, three, four, five places they've poked me with needles over the past, I don't know, 10 days, 12 days, I don't know. That they all look like I was beat up. Very brutally beat up. Um my whole right arm, my whole forearm, it's purple and yellow and black and blue. And then my left arm, my back of my hand is because they stuck me there. And then I bring another head to, I'm doing okay now. How are you? My left forearm where they stuck, it's the craziest thing, guys. Where they stuck in the amount of iron, um, it's bruising up my vein. So under my skin is yellow, and I have very light skin, like my arms and stuff, and I have dark veins that you can trace my veins up my arm. And my left arm, where they did the slow push of the 5 minutes of iron, my veins underneath my skin are turning the yellow, like right underneath the skin, and then some areas are showing the deeper, like next stages of bruising, which is insane to me. Cass looked at my arm, and at first it started only in the spot where they put the syringe, like into the little IV thing you have. And then it's slowly been like snaking up my arm over days. So my little veins underneath my skin are bruised. Like my veins are inflamed and bruised. And the good news is I haven't had organ failure or been diagnosed with leukemia or any of that yet. I have the more moderate slash severe category of symptoms without getting on the extreme severity of symptoms so far. So that's really good. But yeah, we have answers. We have answers and we're home. We're home and we get to stream again. And now I just have a little notepad of what times. This is a little clock. What times of the day I have to take the iron, as well as I'm trying to log everything. Oh, you can't even see the word iron. I forget that. As long as trying to log like the more iron-rich foods, which I still have to go shopping for more iron-rich ones, because my body needs all the help it can get. So I'll be doing that to take care of myself. Because I can't certainly tell you guys to take care of yourselves and to hydrate and to you know remember that you guys matter if I'm not actively trying to take care of myself. With what now what Kaz and I and everybody knows what's wrong. Yay! So it's not a problem that'll go away. And if it does, it won't be anytime soon. But it will be a problem that or a health issue slash concern slash major thing that will get better over time. It'll slowly increase. He told me that I have to take the iron and all of the stuff for it religiously. He said try really, really hard not to miss a day or an hour of taking it. New point redeem consume iron. No, then it'll be like, isn't there such a thing as over ironing? I don't know. I'm just thinking of that doctor who's like, there's such a thing as overhydrating. Like, oh my gosh, the doctors. It was such a whirlwind of being in the hospital. It really was. But the things we learned, one, little ER sucks. Little, yeah, I got this. ER is trash. Trash. We'll light it on fire. We'll light it on fire. Trash. If I ever get sick, like really bad in the next 5 years, we're not going there. Nope. What else we learned? Cass? Cass is, man, I didn't even add to the Z. Cass is, something. He loves us. He's something. You know what I mean? We also learned that some ambulance people are amazing. They were so nice to us. And then we just learned that we gotta take some iron. Get to we get to live iron now. We're not Iron Man or Iron Woman. We're just iron, and that's it. That's all there is. And now we get to play some games. You'll have to, Shark. You'll have to. You're gonna leave for so long. Ah! Wait, did I make her upsetty? No, I didn't. Okay. Okay, too. And then, yeah, we're anemic. And that's the whole hospital death story. There was a lot. You're Iron 1 in Valo? That's awesome. That's absolutely awesome. Speaking of Valo, it's installing. It's updating. Dang it. I didn't update it. So it is updating. Which probably makes sense why it may lag a little bit for you guys. I also, it's at 35%. We may have to play Stardew. But, I was thinking, yeah, I was thinking Valo. I was thinking we could switch to Valo. Do do do. Huh. Hmm. Hmm. There you go. That's the whole story time. You just got done streaming Valo? Heck yeah. Story time was awesome. MS Paint was evil. It does not like me. It is not a fan. It's MS Paint. MS Paint and I have some ungood issues. They nerfed They nerfed Viper and Cypher. That's messed up. That's messed up that they would do that. That's messed up. That's messed up of them. That's kind of sus. Well, hmm, 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 hmm. Yeah, it doesn't want to update, guys. It's angry. It's super angry. Crap. Okay, we can't play Valo. But we can play Stardew. Okay. New plan. We play Stardew. New plan. New plan. Yeah, I do. It says amazing that I drew everything though. Thanks. Thanks. Yeah, I think it took three new versions. Gas showed up and was like, how do you how do you interpret this? And that's a good question. How would you? You can't. You can't. Guys, we're gonna play Stardew. Um, so we'll open Stardew. That says starting stream. Guys, we're already messing up. Okay, wait, Stardew? Wait a second. Hey! Yeah, perfect. Perfect. Guys, we get to play games! Let me change out of just chatting category. Guys, our animals aren't gonna be upsetty with us just because it's not like Animal Crossing, where if you leave, it's mad. Like Animal Crossing is real. What? Wait a second. Wait a second. Paint still pops up? You know what? It's fine. It's fine. We ignore the paint. We ignore that it's still trying to load, okay? Look, we're rich! Guys, I was gonna update Valorant, but it says I need to restart my PC, which would mean ending stream, restarting stream, and that's not gonna happen. We're gonna have to play something else. Like Stardew! Like Stardew Valley time! With our son. Wait. I see what you mean. Stardew's lagging. Is Stardew lagging because of MS Paint? 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Okay. Wait a second. We reopened Stardew. Okay. We closed MS Paint. So now hopefully it won't lag. And if it does, we blame it on... It actually is storming outside. I'm gonna be real with you. It do be raining outside. It could be due to the storm. It says my internet's fine. OBS and Twitch say that the internet / stream is fine. But, that all could be a lie. It could all be a lie and a half. Guys, it's been so many days since we played, I don't even know what we're up to. Oh! We're shipping taro roots. What else are we up to? We apparently have wine. Done. So that's nice. That's a plus. That's a big plus. We were trying to complete every achievement in the game. Oh, and we crafted all of these. We crafted every single one of the recipes we have, but we're still missing something. We've crafted one of everything. So the thing where it's like craft one of every item, we've crafted one of every item we have. So I'm not quite sure when we get new recipes. I'm not quite sure if when you light up all 4 lights from your grandpa, because I've never played before, if you get a recipe. But we are missing a recipe. We've also done, we have to get one more book to read. To read every book. We don't know what that one is. We tried doing this. We've crafted every item that we have. We're trying to do this. I remember now. We bought seeds for our greenhouse to try to ship 15 of each crop. We do also want to do this, but we need more rare fruits, like the gem berries. And then we have to make an unforgettable soup as well. So we do have a mission. We have a mission to try to figure out how to get the final recipe. We also have to ship items and craft items. We also have to find a way to make a really good soup. Apparently fishing would be easier, but we're not doing fishing. We have to find a way to make an unforgettable soup. Which seems like it's really difficult unless I'm sure Google has a way to instantly do it. I just don't know it. I just don't. I just simply don't. Oh wait! Stardew time equals fox. Fox time. I swear, we need to stop getting these chicken statues. We gotta stop. There's seriously no reason to have them. We just keep selling them. I was wondering why the chickens weren't coming out, but I get it now. It's raining. Ooh. Alright, so this is everything we need to ship towards our 15 items of shippery. Because shippery is now a word. And if you think otherwise, it doesn't matter. It's still a word. Alright, so we were trying to ship... I thought I put the seeds in here. Did we do all the seeds already? I don't know. I don't know if we did. Pumpkins? Coffee beans? No. But pumpkins. Item shipped. Well, surely there's a second produce that's not been shipped. We do have to ship those. Maybe? Maybe not. Pumpkin? Yeah. Artichoke, we're probably growing that. You know what? We're probably growing the ones we haven't shipped. We'll just grow some random flowers to help us. Those are probably artichokes. Guys, it's been so long. Memory go burr. Alright. We forgot a patch. No. Oh my goodness. No. Okay. This is fine. 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 It's fine. Okay, we're just gonna boop 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 boop. Shoot. I didn't mean to put the coffee in there. It's fine. The coffee's fine. Okay, it also said, I wonder if this counts. Because what? Wait, the collection says ship every item, 15 of each crop. So I don't think... Gotta start growing foods with iron in them? No! No. What's funny is when the, when one of the RN came back about the tests, she was like, most of your numbers, I swear, are probably better than mine. And then when they found the big issues with like the iron and stuff, she was like, oh. Like all the other tests were like really happy. And then that one was like, excuse me. Which is insane. But yeah, I thought that was really funny. But no, not growing foods with iron. Real life, maybe. Maybe I should start doing that. That would be a next year project if I start a fence. I'm trying to convince Cats that we need to save up money because, well, I mean, I want to save up money specifically to get a fence so that I can not be around everybody. I want to get a fence. Oh shoot, this is actually for them. Oh well, we did 2 of them. I forgot I was never gonna clip that stuff. I was only gonna clip the stuff down here. You know what? It's. I don't want to talk about it. It's been a day. Okay, it's been a day. We have to go to Ginger Island. We just ignore all that. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. It's 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 fine. We're fine. Look how many tar roots we're going. It's messed up. Growing so much stuff. We have to give Leo a present. I forgot though, he's not here. He's at the main island. Wait, what? A chub frenzy has begun in Cedar Snap Forest? What? 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 What is that? What? How many times can I say what about this? Do I need my axe? Do I need not an axe? A chub frenzy? What? Does that mean they're just upsetty spaghetti? I want to steal this moss. I mean they're upsetty? I need my sword? Are you guys little chubs? Are you guys slimes? Are you chubs? Is this Cedar Snap Forest? I don't even know. A chub frenzy. Are chub fish? What is a chub's frenzy? Guys, we got a diamond from that. Are we in Cedar Snap Forest? No. What the flip is Cedar Snap Forest? We're in the secret woods. I'm confuzzled. If this is Secret Woods, does this make this Cedar Snap Forest? Just the forest below your farm. Okay, so what are chubs? Are chub fish? And why is a frenzy happening of them? Because of the rain? It is! What? What? They're jumping in the water? Guys, I guess we're gonna catch some chubs. Guys, I guess we're chub fishing. Wait, cold. Back to the fish. Chub fishing. Chubro? What? 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 We just got us what? From fishing? That's possible? That's a thing? Holy crap. Holy crap. Oops, I pulled too soon. I was freaking out. Guys, that's insane. We got a star drop tea from fishing. I'll have to give that one to Leo. I'll have to give it to Leo. Okay, well now we have to go for it for sure. After getting a star drop tea, how could we never ever go for treasures? We have to owies go for treasure. Aw. Wait, do we not have bait attached? Okay, we do. Go straight to Leo. It will! We have, he's the only one we don't have max hearts with. Who is not, wait. Who is not our, family. Everybody else is max except for Leo. And Isabella. just gotta go to Leo. It's got to. It's gotta. Boop, boop, boop. Fishing. Do. Okay, but like treasure. Alright. That. Give somebody chubs. Alright. Oh wait, it's still done. After this little thingy disappears, we'll go to Leo. Ah! Hey, little boosh. Hey! Please, I want the gold treasure! Why are you feisty? Why are you so feisty? Why are you running? Oh, it's a catfish. Catfish roll. Boop. 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 Thanks. Okay, let's go. Yonka. Happy. I like that the raccoons are so happy. They they have a full family. They're happy. Leo! I have tea for you. Leo! No, we're slow. No! Where's our slowness? Wait, Linus, why are you outside of his house? Linus! I have blackberry for you. He's not here. Dang nabbit! Dang it all to pieces. Leo! Leo, I'm not gonna walk around with the tea in my hand because then I'll accidentally give it to somebody else and then I'll be quite sad. Where could he be? Think he's learning at the library? Is the library closed now? Do you think he's dead? He's in island gear, isn't he? Or wait, no, that's just summer gear? Where does Leo stay during the day? Where does Leo live? Well, no, we know where he lives. Where is he chilling? Alright, we're just gonna go back to Leo's house. And assume he's gonna be there by the time we get there. I will have just missed him somehow. I don't know. Okay, I'm not a pro at this. I'm not a Stardew speedrunner. Okay? He was probably just over here by the water or something. That's what Linus does. Just walk this way. We'll walk this long way back to his house. Dang nabbit! I was really hoping. I was hoping because Linus was outside his house, Leo was in Linus's house. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. We'll just cut down this tree. Right next to his house. Because Robin wants 35 wood. So we'll just leave that for a second. Don't question it. You can question it, just know we'll come back for it, don't worry. We're just getting Robin the wood she wants. And then we'll come back, don't worry. Surely Leo will be there by now. Wait, dang it, she's not here. Don't worry. Don't worry about it. Don't you worry. Don't you even, don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. We'll pick up all this stuff too. Perfect. Look, it's clean. It's clean. It's clean. Guys, we had so much time to go back. Let me drink some water. We had so much time to go put stuff in our garage. Or shed. But now we can't, because now we must wait for Leo. And he's not here. Wait, our inventory's full? What is over here? Sad. He's dead! He's dead! We've waited this long and he's not even here! No. What if we will come back? No! I'm gonna destroy everything he's ever loved. What now, buddy? What now? Huh? What now? We're destroying his yard. Okay, it's the only thing we can do. Where is he? What the heck? Fine, I screw it. Screw it. Wait, is Robin even back home? Robin may be home. Or is she at the bar? She's in bed? This bitch. No. It's all gone wrong. It's all gone wrong. Okay, we'll check one more time for Leo. He's nowhere. He's dead, guys. He's dead. All I wanted to do was give him the Star Drop tea. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted to do. Was make him happy with the tea. And now it doesn't even matter. He doesn't even want the tea. We don't even have coal. Not tea. Okay. Guys, that was a really loud car outside. Do, do, do. Bait. Row. And keep the wood on us. Do the coal for the fish. Book can go out here because it's not the one we need to read to do books. Go turn in this green slime egg for slime. Be upset that we weren't able to see Leo. No! Move! Move! Please! 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 I'm not mad at you! I just need to get all this stuff. Don't worry about me. Don't worry. Don't worry, it's fine. Stop. It's fine. You're definitely very nice. You're definitely all very, very kind and considerate. And I understand again why I put danger out there. Okay, bye. Whew. I didn't like that. That's so sad. Guys, we miss Leo. We didn't even get to run into him once. Our wine is done too, and it's midnight. What the heck is wrong with us? What the heck? What the flippity floopa? Enchant fruit, and then do the grapes. Get those out of the main thing. I love this song a lot, guys. Guys, thanks for chilling so much. It's been a blast. I'm happy I got to tell you guys all about the ER and the hospital and yeah, the fun it was. You know what I mean? absolute blast I had. Having to be there. As I was dying. Well, it felt like I was dying. Luckily, it didn't get that far. That, anything too serious happened other than me not being able to walk or stand or... Other than all of those serious things, like not being able to function as a person. Like a legit person, who, could even eat, like, really. I don't know. Otherwise, it went great. Otherwise, I had nothing wrong with me. Other than not being able to do anything without literally just anything. It was just very far from my normal. That it feels nice to start to try to like resemblance my form of normal again. And it's been nice to be back and chatting with you guys in Discord and stuff. I don't have Discord on my phone, and I wasn't even I wasn't on Discord at all when I was gone or sick, and I actually was only on my phone once, and that was to message my parents on my way to the first ER visit, or the thing when it happened. And so it was shocking to come back, and I'm a huge part of like a lot of servers. Like I talk a lot, I chat a lot, I ask how people are doing. And I came back to a lot of Kit's dead. And where's Kit? And it's been 10 days, and what the heck is going on? And it was a lot to come back to, and I had to take a few days just to even recover from the hospital itself, because it's just so draining. But it's so nice to be here and to be back and to feel okay within reason, and to pet our animals and to stream and to apparently kill our animals with an axe chopping. Now we just get to chill with each other. Chill, chill, chill. All we do is chill, 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 no matter what. Got chillin' on my mind, never getting no. Now I want to eat the truffle. Thank you. Hello. Hello, guys. Hello. Hello, I'm happy you're all happy. Come here. Come here. Thank you. Our solo bunny in the barn. Or in the coop, sorry. Alright, let's do all the eggs. No. Stop, please, please. Perfect. Okay. We need 24 eggs for Gus. Okay. Mm. 24, perfect. Alright, on the way. Do Gus's eggs. We can check our here. We can go check all the taro roots. We can go see where Leo is. See if he's anywhere by us at all. Can't let our animals out though. If we let our animals out, I'd probably be really sad. I'd probably be super sad. Okay, there's Linus. Curses! What? Where is your buddy that you adopted? Bruh. Bruh, ain't no way. Ain't no way. Oh my goodness. Ain't no way we've just lost Leo. We've completely lost him. He's dead. He's dead. There he is! Oh, oh. Aww. Aw, that's awesome. Where are you going, by the way? Where do you go so I can find you next time? We're gonna low-key stalk him so we can figure out where he goes. What? Where is he going? Ah! What? Where are you going? Where is he going? Guys, we'll hide behind this. Does he spend the day at the beach? Did we didn't find him because he was at the beach, or is he going back to the island? I need to know. I need to know where he's going. I need to know so we can find him next time, if I remember. Seems like he's just spending the day at the beach. Maybe he goes to the island every day. Let's see if he enters the shop at all. See if he goes to the island. Yeah, okay, never mind. He's just going to the island today. Never mind, I got nothing. My reasons are null and void now. I have no idea. Zero idea. Zero, zilch, zero. Zero. Absolutely none. Mm-mm. Nope. Not me. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Guys, I brought you 24 eggs. Guys. Guys, hello. Hello, guys. Thank you. What are you selling today? No, thank you. Goodbye. Look, there's Evelyn. Alright, we go back to the island. Corby. Everybody's straight chilling. Bam. Everybody's just chilling. Gotta water our animals. Gotta go to the island. Boop. It's raining here. Perfect. Alright. Let's sell a bunch of stuff that we just randomly have. Okay. None of this is harvestable yet. Oh, we could go see if Q has a new Q quest. That would be good. Alright. What else? Yep, we still have so many days for this though. For the Q stuff, we have all of the recipes Q sells. But it would be nice to get stuff like maybe the horse flute over time. Maybe Q seasonings. See like what that exactly does. Maybe it makes it like iridium quality or it increases its stats. That would be cool. We got the bed. And we have all of the recipes from him. I don't want to do either of these. I don't want to do either of these. We've done both of these before. Well, no, we haven't done the Florida 100, but it's not worth it. You can't eat anything. That's not worth it. The fishing one isn't too bad. It's quite easy. We can accept it, and if we do it type thing. I don't want to do it, though. I don't want to do it right now. Maybe I will next time we stream. I don't want to go fishing. Me and fishing are not simpatico. Okay. We're not besties. Ah! Guys, it's so chill. It's just so chill playing Stardew. Chill, chill, chill. Oh, it's because... Is there a... There is. Freaking truffle. There's truffles everywhere. Don't mind me. We're definitely not restocking that right now. At least all of our animals seem mostly happy. I would feel sad if our animals were still really upsetty with us. But they seem like, more often than not, they're friends. We're friends. All of us. I like that. We have another Omni Geode. We have so many. I'm not quite sure what we'll use them for, but I'm sure we'll find something. Got gifts for everybody. Looks like everybody's kind of happy. We'll have to see. Did we get full stars with Leo now? No. We gave him a star drop teen and it only got us 1 heart. We'll have to give him some mangoes too tomorrow. That would be good. Trying to get full hearts with Leo. No! Dang it, the fishing pole's there now. I keep switching what that is. I have... Sorry, I keep yawning. That's another thing. I'm so tired all the time. All the time. All the time. I wonder how we get the last heart. The last... Ba-ba-da-ba-da. Words fail me. Candle. Because we haven't gotten it yet. And we've done a lot. We've done a lot in this game. And we've done a lot of these. Like, a lot of these. Just not all of them. Hmm. I think the only secret note we honestly haven't done, I thought I've done all of them, but I don't think I ever did the bush one. But I think that's like a special time, and I don't know what time it is, so it doesn't matter. But we've done every other secret note. And we've cooked every dish. We've done the full museum finally. We got every fish. And we're on shipping 12 of each produce or crop. Oh, and we haven't shipped every item because I don't know what this is. I have no idea what this is. Or these ones. We haven't shipped 4 items. Guys, I'm still yawning. About my extreme exhaustion. I I've stayed awake like maybe max 8 hours, 10 hours at a time. Maybe. I've been asleep like crazy. That'll change the more iron I get in me. I'll be able to stay awake longer. And be able to do more things. But right now my body's like, yeah, okay, when do you want to go to bed? And I'm like, no, we only got up 5 hours ago. And my body's like, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, so about that. Like, you can go to bed soon. Which means that until my body gets a lot better, I know today's stream was mainly telling like about what happened, but I wouldn't be shocked if when I do stream it'll be for like maybe 3 hours. Maybe a little less, maybe a little more. I don't know if I can do the 5, 6, 7 hour streams anymore. I will very much have to play my body based off of what it needs. Because I gotta take care of myself, just like you guys have to take care of yourselves. Because you guys matter. You guys matter and you're appreciated and I appreciate you guys. So I gotta do it too. I gotta listen to my body when it says to go to sleep or something. And I guess sometimes your body just needs lots and lots and lots of sleep. One day I will. One day I won't need so much sleep. And that'll be nice. I'll enjoy that. I like that. I'll have so much time again and I won't know what to do with it. Meaning I'll probably stream like 7, 8 hours. Once my body has so much iron and I can stay awake and stuff, I'll make a really good food plan. And then we could do a 24-hour stream or a subathon. I could do one of those streams once I'm feeling up to it. And that would be really exciting. I'd like to do that with you guys. Just, my body's definitely not there yet. It's not that I don't want to, or that my brain doesn't want to. But we'll get there, we'll get there. Right now, I'll just chill for a little bit. Just chill. Boop. What's up, Zeddy? Oh yeah, the extended family. I already forgot about that. Did we ever check this today? I feel like we did. Yeah. But we didn't harvest any of the fruit. Yoink. It's gonna yoink everything. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Wait, can we? No. I was like, surely one of those stack. They don't. Do 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 do. Alright guys, I'm gonna be absolutely real with you guys like I have been this whole time because I value transparency. And just being myself with you guys, because I don't think I could be anything else. My body is really tired. I'm really tired. And I think I do actually have to go lay down. Maybe eat some other form of iron and then go pass out. Again. So I think we're gonna play one more Stardew Day. I know, really short gaming part of the stream. Really short stream compared to my other streams, but I am happy I got to chill with you guys and explain like what happened the past like 10 plus days and how I am back now. It'll be back now, but it'll be baby back, you know? It'll be I'm still back, I'm still me. It'll just be lower levels of me, maybe less peppy sometimes because I'll just be exhausted. Or it'll be less long streams like today just because I'm tired. But it'll still be me and we'll right after I end stream today I'll restart my PC so it can update Valo because it needed a restart. PC did to update. And based off of that, maybe tomorrow or Monday, depending on how I'm feeling, we could do a Valo day. And we could play Valo either until I get exhausted of Valo, or until I have to end stream. So it could be a full Valo day, because we haven't done Valo in a long time. And I'd be excited to see how nerfing Viper and nerfing Cypher has gone, because I never played a Cypher, so that I won't be able to tell anything on that. But I really like Viper, and she was nerfed before. She's like her ult used to cover the other person's ult. I used to be able to over ult somebody, and you couldn't anymore. Also, they used to have it where like when she left her smoke, it took longer to go down than it does now. But I guess they've done nerfs past that. Like additional nerfs. So that'll be exciting to see how those play into everything. I'll be excited to play her and figure that out. And we'll of course have to play Clove again. I do miss Clove. I've missed Vala. I've missed you guys. It feels really happy to be back, and I'm happy that Kaz and I are very happy it wasn't something extraordinarily worse than what it turned out to be, obviously, in the hospital. Still a super scary experience that I don't want to go through again. The worst I've ever felt in like years. But really happy we got answers, and Kaz is just me even explaining like what he did wasn't justice to how much of a huge rock he was during all of the testing, and talking to the doctors and really being like, what's up, you know? just grab one of like each. Oh, I accidentally grabbed 4. I mean 5. But yeah, it's good to be here. It's good to be here. And obviously, I'm still a little scattered. Re-talking about everything that happened to me in the hospital did make me emotional, and did spend a lot of my energy, it feels, on that. But I'm really happy I told you guys, because I feel like the only way I could ever stream to you guys if I stream just completely honestly about stuff and about my life, and I was gone for a long time. It's good to be back. It's really good to be back. Guys, our whole island like is harvestable, except for most of our pineapple. But a lot of it is, and that's really exciting. Yoink. Yoink. Guys, they'll still have the really good fertilizer, but I don't know what we put in them. I don't know. I don't want to grow yet more taro. Taro roots? I don't know. I started saying taro rots. Routes? I think that's what I was saying. Doesn't really pan out. Okay. Do we have any other seeds? We have a broccoli. But that'll last forever. Dang it. What seeds can we grow on the island? We could make them little patches of blueberries. It wouldn't be such a bad call. I don't know why I'm walking that way. We can make them little patches. Just little ones until the fertilizer leaves. Then we don't have to deal with them too much or keep swapping out seeds. Alright, 9, that's enough for 1 plot. I think we have 3 plots. So 8 times 3 is 24. We need 24 seeds. So thank you. Alright, we have 13 seeds. We just need to double it plus 1. I lied. 13 doubled is 26 plus 1. It'll be 27. We just need 8 more. 8 more. Also, let's see if Leo's here. Or if he's back home. We'll try to give him a mango real quick. Before we end for the night. We can check his farm here. We can check his farm, see if he's on the island, and then we can go check the main island. Big Island, home island. This is secondary home island. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop. Do 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 do. Boop. Alright. Let's go check. Look at us. Whee! We're busy. Jungle? TV star. Do 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 Ah! He just came out to say, what? Say hi or something? See if he's by, I don't know if he goes out here even when it's raining. By the golden bird. Like a jacket. Do, do, do. Nope. Alright. Let's go back the beach way, see if we run into him. If he's at the beach at all. He probably won't be, but that's okay. We can then also take the boat back home, just in case we possibly got a prize ticket. Anybody here? No. Because we did do the omelets, as well as gave Pam, 35 or whatever wood she needed, so maybe... Not Pam. Robin. Hi, Willie! Bye, Willie! So maybe we'll get a prize ticket. He doesn't look like he's just chilling here. Dang it. We did get a prize ticket! I mean, okay. Yoink. Machine. Boop. Guys, the next one is another Star Drop tea. Holy crap. We can give him that one too. Right now we got a magic rock candy. Let's check the museum. He did say Pam was teaching him, which made me think he'd be at the museum nowadays. I guess not. If we can't find him, that's okay. Hi, Abigail. Goodbye, Abigail. Leo! Did he just come out while we went in? No. There's just a different door at that moment. I give up on Leo. Hi, Linus. Oh, it was Robin. She came outside the house. At the exact moment I went in Leo's house. That's scary. That's just some interesting timing right there. Some exact timing. Yoink. Yoink. Alright, guys, let's just yoink everything real quick before we end. Ah! We missed one! Well, aren't we silly? We're pretty silly. Boop, 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 boop. Yoink. Nope. Guys, I almost sold our magic rock candy. We don't have it in here. Interesting. Where do we have the magic rock candy we have from before? Interesting. Interesting. It's not in here. What's in here? Oh. Oh. Interesting. What? There's a truffle on our porch? And we were given a shrimp. Probably by our cat earlier. I'm so confused by that truffle being right here. Just chilling on our porch. Ah, he's ready for bed too. Just like me, IRL. Good night, Asher. Good night, Isabel. Alright, we head to bed, Jim. We keep making lots of money. I think we're actually close to either keep working on the obelisks or possibly get the return to your farm from anywhere. Because I think that's 2 mil. Alright guys, today in Stardew, we didn't do much. We gotta check over our farm, re-jog our memory about what we were up to, completing quests. We give Leo, a star drop tea, so he'll be friendly with us. And we just need 2 more hearts with him, and 3 hearts with Isabel, and then we're maxed with everybody that we can be. And that's exciting. We'll keep working on the achievements next time. We'll also play some Valo next time. And I'm really happy I'm back, and I'm really happy I got to talk to you guys about everything that's been happening. It's been so much. Sadly not the best news, but it could have been worse. Could have been worse. Definitely could have been worse news. And yeah, I'm really happy I got to chill with you guys today. And remember to hydrate and take care of yourselves and have fun and treat yourselves. And remember you matter and you're important. And don't worry, there'll be more streams soon, okay? Don't foresee myself going to the ER anytime soon. Again, so thanks guys, thanks again. I hope you guys sleep well tonight. Have good dreams if you're VOD watching. I hope you have a good day or good afternoon or whatever time it is. Good evening. Alright, alright. Goodbye, 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 goodbye.